Hi Taurus, welcome to your love reading for May 2020. We're going to start out the love reading with this deck, but we're also going to take a really close look at the person that you love with this deck. We're going to do the X spread, and at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull some letters from you from this bag right here to give you a message. This could be a message for you, but also someone's initials. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's see what comes up for the sign of Taurus. This is a love reading for the sign of Taurus for May 2020. You have the Five of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Six of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. King of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Ten of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Okay, oh wow. We just had the Queen of Cups jump out, and you also have the King here. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Two of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Page of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. Two of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for May. And the Seven of Cups. What's the most important thing the sign of Taurus needs to hear about their love life for May 2020? The message that you have, Taurus, is the Eight of Wands. So to me, the Eight of Wands does represent surprises. This is like the Tower. This could be very unexpected communication, but also very unexpected changes that you've been looking forward to for a really long time. So we'll see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. If you'd like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channelguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. So let's see what you have going on here. I'm already noticing here that you've got the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So just seeing these three cards tells me that for the sign of Taurus, you have some type of choice in the month of May. Maybe that you have to choose between partners, or you're trying to decide if you're going to leave a relationship or enter a relationship. You also have two number twos. The twos represent choosing between two things, two people, two outcomes. But again, you also have the Seven of Cups. This is a card of choices, being highly, highly confused, emotional, lost over some type of choice that has to be made. And again, you have this weird synchronicity with the King and the Queen of Cups. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. But this can also be you if you have a moon or rising in a water sign. It could also be in a very emotional place because you're actually starting with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is very emotional energy. This is tears, sadness, regrets. Now, for some of you, I feel like you could be perhaps coming into the month, perhaps dwelling on a relationship that didn't work out. Perhaps there's been a recent breakup for the sign of Taurus. I definitely see you moving on, moving forward. This can be maybe that you're getting back together with this person, or it can be moving on with somebody new. You have the Six of Swords. This is you moving on from a very difficult time, which again, you started with that energy. It could be that maybe you're moving on, you're meeting somebody new. I'm going to pull some initials for you at the end of the reading, so make sure you stay tuned for that. This is a sign of Taurus moving on, moving forward, but it could also be with the same partner for those of you where you're already coupled and you just want to see what's coming up in your relationship. You do have the Two of Pentacles. So, I mean, the Two of Pentacles, this is someone perhaps who's being very wishy-washy in a relationship. This could be, you know, a juggling act. I mean, it's not going to apply to everyone, but this card sometimes does come up when someone is literally juggling partners. You're being two-timed, you know, somebody. But also, again, it can come up when someone's being very wishy-washy, maybe causing you a lot of heartache and unhappiness. But I still see a relationship here. You have the Ten of Pentacles. This is commitment, stability. You also have the Page of Cups. This can also be a relationship, a rekindling relationship, a lot of communication about feelings, about love. Some of you could be waiting for things to change with the Six of Swords as well, waiting for this heartache to pass. Perhaps you're getting over a relationship, or you're hoping that things will work out for you. Some of you have been waiting. You have the Two of Wands. You've been waiting for someone to make a decision with the Two of Pentacles. There's an energy of waiting and also being highly confused as far as like, what are you going to do next? Okay, let's go ahead and get a few more. Let's see what the rest of the story is. What other messages are there for the sign of Taurus for May? You've got the Nine of Swords. Messages for the sign of Taurus. Knight of Swords. And the Ten of Cups. So I those see the sign of Taurus like really kind of stressed out with the Nine of Swords, perhaps worrying about the future of a relationship, because again, you started with the Five of Cups. That's a lot of sadness, regrets, tears, maybe of a relationship that's not working out, or there's a lot of issues in the relationship. This is sleepless nights, fear. This is a lot of anxiety. But I see this changing very quickly. We have the Knight of Swords. This is a lot of movement, a lot of change, leading to a lot of happiness, the Ten of Cups. This can also be a very happy and fulfilling relationship. Working out after a lot of stress, a lot of agonizing, maybe a lot of fear of losing that partner. Okay, let's get a few more from the confirmation deck, and then I'm going to take a really close look at the person that you love. Okay, what other messages are there for the sign of Taurus for May? You've got the Two of Swords. I just added another two. So now you have the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So you definitely have some type of choice with all of these twos. What other messages are there for the sign of Taurus? The Queen of Wands. What other messages are there for the sign of Taurus for May? And the Four of Swords. What's the most important thing the sign of Taurus needs to hear about their love life for May 2020? King of Swords. So interesting that you have a court card here, because you have the King and the Queen of Cups. So some of you are dealing with a water sign, but some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can also be you if you have a moon or rising in an air sign, or someone who's really overanalyzing, especially with that Nine of Swords right there. Someone who is overanalyzing a relationship, not listening to their intuition. It doesn't matter what sign they are, whether they're a water sign, an earth sign, an air sign. This is someone who's overthinking things. Okay, so here you have another court card. You have the Queen of Wands. This would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So you do have a lot of characters in your readings. Some of you could be dealing with a lot of people. Since you have the Knight of Swords, this can be a lot of, maybe those of you who are single, a lot of new people coming into your life. Now these three cards, like I said, I added another two. So you have the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. That's some choices, a lot of choices you have to make. Some of you could be waiting. With the Two of Swords, this is the energy of being stuck. Someone is torn. Perhaps you're torn over a decision. You also have the Seven of Cups. Being very lost over a decision that has to be made. It could be you or the person that you love. We are going to zoom in and take a really close look at them too. This is someone who is torn over a decision that has to be made. It could be that somebody maybe asked you for a timeout, some space with the Four of Swords. Yeah, especially with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords and Four of Swords, they go hand in hand. This is the energy of like, give me some space. I need time to think. And this is someone who's, really stuck as far as making a decision about a relationship. That's what I see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a really close look at the person that you love. And I'm going to use this deck right here. Show me the person that Taurus loves. We have the Emperor. Show me the person that Taurus loves. The World. Show me the person that Taurus loves. The Chariot. Show me the person that Taurus loves. The Three of Pentacles. Show me the person that Taurus loves. Oh, interesting. So the Knight of Swords is there. I have the Four of Wands there as well. And again, these cards that I'm pulling, they represent the person that you love. These do not represent you. Let me get one more. Show me the person that Taurus loves. Strength. Okay, so let's take a look here. So this, kind of agonizing and worrying that we saw right here, because this is a repeat card. It came up in the first spread. This is definitely maybe you're stressed as well, but this is telling us that you're not the only one who's highly stressed or worried about the future of a relationship or a marriage. I see them very stressed out as well with the Nine of Swords. They have the Emperor here. So this is someone that this could definitely be someone who's trying to overpower you, because the Emperor does represent someone who wants to be in control. That could be why we have the Queen of Wands. So if you're not dealing with a fire sign, if the person that you love is not a fire sign, the King and the Queen of Wands just represent someone who wants to be in control. They want to be the ones to call the shot in a relationship. So the Emperor, this represents them. They want to be in control. They want to be the ones making the decisions. I see this person, they definitely want a relationship. We have the Four of Wands here. If you're already married to this person, they do want to stay in this marriage with the Four of Wands, or if you're in a relationship with them, committed in any way, they want this relationship. I see them stressed about this relationship. It's like they want things to change. We have the World and the Chariot. Perhaps this person is trying to take action as far as, a new a new page in your relationship or your marriage, a new chapter with the world. Something needs to end. As far as the person that you love, like something needs to end here with the world in order for things to truly change with the Chariot. This is, you know, big movement, big changes. We have the Three of Pentacles as well. So because this is their card, this was not in the first spread, it's their card. This person may feel that maybe you're not doing enough to create this change right here. Maybe they're trying to really kind of overpower you. They want to take more control. This is teamwork, working together. They may fear that maybe you're not doing enough. And again, I do see them wanting the relationship or the marriage, depending on your situation. But I mean, they also have the Strength card. So they may think you're not doing enough. But the Strength card is telling me that they also have to be really brave and have the courage. Maybe they're the ones making that decision when the Two of Swords, a very difficult decision that someone keeps putting off. They also have this very, where is it? We have the Two of Pentacles here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Someone in this relationship is being very wishy-washy. And it could definitely be the person that you love. Because I see them here very stressed about the relationship, wanting to take control. But there's a message that they need to be brave. They need to have the courage maybe to leave another relationship or to maybe, you know, to face you. There has to be some type of communication here with the Page of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the sign of Taurus is coming in with a broken heart, feeling very emotional. Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, that's a lot of emotion. Also the King and the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is a very emotional time. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for the month of May. Taurus and their ex for the month of May 2020. You have the Four of Cups, which is interesting because in the first spread, we started with the Five of Cups. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. We also had the Queen of Wands. So if your ex is a fire sign, I mean, this is definitely speaking to you. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. Wow. We also had the Queen of Cups and the King. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Star. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Ten of Cups. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. I think the Ten of Cups was also in the first spread. The High Priestess. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Nine of Cups. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Ace of Pentacles. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. And Temperance. Okay, so interesting cards. I'm noticing that you have, not only do you have the Star here, which represents hopes and wishes, but you also have the Wish card with the Nine of Cups. So strong energy. If you want a new beginning with your ex, you do have a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning full of happiness and blessings. Again, very interesting that you have the Star and the Nine of Cups both here. Although, I do see the sign of Taurus. Perhaps you're feeling very disappointed and frustrated coming into the month. You may feel like it's not going to happen. The Four of Cups is the energy of like, I just don't really care anymore. Because maybe you're thinking too much time has passed. Maybe they're not responding to you. The Four of Cups is kind of like withdrawing yourself. Like, you're so unhappy. You're like, I don't really care anymore either way, whether they come back or not. But I do see two people lined up here. Of course, you're an earth sign, so you would be the Queen of Pentacles, not the Wands or Cups. But because you had the King and the Queen of Cups in the first spread, you started with the Four of Cups here. In this spread, the Five of Cups in the other spread, you might be in a very emotional place. So you might be the Queen of Cups, even though you're not a water sign. We also had the Queen of Wands in the first spread, and she's here again. So, I mean, if your ex could be a fire sign, but we had the Emperor show up with the deck I'm going to use to represent your ex. I used it in the first spread, and the Emperor came up. So you might be dealing with someone that really wants to take control of the relationship, the situation, with the Queen of Wands here, also in the first spread. I mean, there is still a lot of happiness here. We have the Ten of Cups, also in the first spread. This is a very happy and fulfilling relationship, but more important, this is a happily ever after. Again, the Star card, your hopes and wishes being granted. You could also be dealing with the sign of Aquarius here. You're being told, trust your intuition. It could be maybe because you need to take your time. We have Temperance, which represents a sign of Sagittarius, but this is saying, like, take things slow. There could be healing that needs to happen in this relationship. You did have the Four of Swords in the first spread. You definitely have a new beginning here with your ex with the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of happiness, a lot of blessings. Also, again, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. That is a lot of happiness as far as your ex. Let's get a few more, and then I'm going to use this deck right here to take a really close look at your ex and see how they're feeling. Okay, Taurus and their ex for the month of May 2020. Yeah, this card, Two of Pentacles, this was also in the first spread. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Tower. Taurus and their ex. Wow, the Moon. So interesting because, I mean, you didn't have the Tower in the first spread, but the main energy was the Eight of Wands, which I kept here. The Eight of Wands, I told you in the beginning, this is like the Tower. Now you actually have the Tower. So those of you, maybe you're really hoping to connect with an ex, this is surprise communication. The Tower also can represent a very unexpected revelation. Because it's with the Moon, that makes it even more intriguing. The Moon can represent the sign of Pisces, but this is something that was hidden from you, coming to light. And because we have the Two of Pentacles here, this could be maybe why your ex was acting so unreliable, why they refused to make a decision, or this could be maybe your understanding, your knowing why they made the decision that they made, why they chose to be with someone else, why you weren't chosen. I mean, there's this like boom here, this shocking revelation or communication or action here. But because the Moon is here, it kind of changes it a little bit because something was hidden from you. Things are not as they seem, and now you know what really happened, or now you know what someone really said, or why someone acted the way that they did with the Two of Pentacles, why someone was being so unreliable, so wishy-washy, why they refused to make a decision. I feel like all those things are in store for you for the month of May. Okay, let's get a few more from the confirmation deck, and then we'll take a really close look at your ex. Okay, Taurus and their ex. Oops, sorry, I got the wrong deck there. Confirmation deck. Taurus and their ex for the month of May. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus and their ex for the month of May. The Wheel of Fortune, Taurus and their ex. And the Four of Wands. So, I mean, here we have a happily ever after, and then I've also pulled the Four of Wands. I mean, this is commitment. This can also be marriage, a long-term relationship. It's still there as a possibility. You also have the Wheel. I mean, the Wheel is a major arcana of change. Things changing for the better. Things can still change between you. I feel like you may not care anymore. You may have given up. You may think it's been too long. You may think this person doesn't care. There's movement here with the Knight of Pentacles. It's just this is slow progress. Things moving slowly. Again, there could be something you don't know with the Tower coming up and the Moon. Okay, let's get a few cards from this deck right here. And we're going to take a really close look at your ex. Let's see what's going on with them. Show me Taurus's ex. Seven of Wands. Show me Taurus's ex. The Hangman. Show me Taurus's ex. The Seven of Wands. Sorry, Nine of Wands. You have Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands. Show me Taurus's ex. Ten of Swords. Show me Taurus's ex. Wow, Five of Pentacles. Show me Taurus's ex. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this person... Again, these cards represent your ex. These do not represent you. And I don't think that any of these are actually in the spread. Yeah, these represent them. I see them, kind of in a really difficult place. I mean, they've got the Eight of Swords. Sorry, the Eight of Swords here and the Hangman, which means that for some reason your ex seems really stuck. Really stuck. I mean, I see that there's something that your ex has to confront. You've got the Seven of Wands. There's something like they've got to face things head on. This could be that maybe they need to face their own ego, their own shadow side. It could be another person if they're in another relationship. But this person is not facing anything. They're stuck. We've got the Hangman here. They're in limbo. They're also being very kind of on guard. They're not letting you in emotionally. So that really resonates with why the Tower and the Moon are here. They may not be telling you the full story. There could be things you don't know about your breakup or why this person is your ex. This person is very paranoid, protective. They're not facing things head on. They're running away from things. It's keeping them well stuck. They're just in limbo here. But I mean, also, because they have the Ten of Swords, this is a card of pain and betrayal. So, I mean, I see your ex is feeling like very hurt, very betrayed. I mean, you may also be feeling that way because we have the Four of Cups here, and we started with the Five of Cups in the first spread. That's a lot of emotional energy, but I mean, I see them feeling it as well here and here. This person could be feeling betrayed. Again, there could be things you don't know. You may think your ex couldn't care less about you. You may think they probably forgot about me or they broke up with me. There could be things you don't know. I see this person, to me, the Ten of Swords is a message that someone has not moved on. We also have the Five of Pentacles. Again, this is them, not you. This is someone who's feeling very lonely, depressed, abandoned. Again, I see this person as like suffering. They're in limbo. And this could be a, pain of their own making. It could be because they're refusing to make a decision. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. So I mean, the Eight of Swords, they feel stuck. They feel that there's nothing they can do about the situation. Maybe they don't know how to undo what they did if they broke up with you. I mean, that's why you're being told here patience. Patience as far as your ex. There's a new beginning here for you. But I mean, looking at these cards, I mean, this is difficult. This person just seems like completely stuck. And I feel because it's the Seven of Wands, this is of their own making because they're refusing to face something head on. They're just choosing to look away, thinking that things will just improve, or they're choosing to just try to move on, but they're not moving on. There's a strong sense of pain, betrayal, and just kind of suffering, like just kind of suffering in silence, and then feeling that, there's nothing that I can do here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on, and I'm going to pull a few letters from this bag here, and this could be someone's initials, it could be messages. Let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. And again, this could be somebody's initials. If you're single, this could be maybe someone you're going to meet. It could be the initials of your current partner, your ex, or other messages, depending on what we get here. I'll try not to get too many because I do this for my monthly subscribers, and I could be here and make words and stuff for an hour or something. Okay, what messages are there for the sign of Taurus as far as your love life for May 2020? Messages for the sign of Taurus about their love life for May 2020. Okay, so if you see something, again, if you see your ex's initials, your partner, don't necessarily go on whatever I see here. Let me just kind of turn these over. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have, and again, some of these, no words are really jumping at me now, but let me just kind of stare at this. You could see somebody's initials here, something that kind of resonates with your situation. I mean, look at this right here. I'll just kind of put these up here for you. Wasn't I just telling you over and over in the X spread? If you didn't watch it, you might want to watch that. We've got run right here. And I told you, I kept telling you over and over because in the cards that I pulled for representing your ex, this was the first card that came up for them. And I told you, I feel like this person is running away from something. There you go right there. We've got the word run. So this could be, again, this is a general reading. So for some of you, it could be that your ex or the person that you love is kind of running away from issues. Like they don't want to face them. Maybe they don't want to admit they made a mistake. But I mean, I do have to say for some of you, if you're already involved and you feel like this is you got a bad feeling about this person, maybe you just met them, this could definitely be telling you to run away from this person. Again, this is a general reading. So for some of you, if you feel like you're watching this because you wanted confirmation that this is the wrong partner for you, run. But I feel for most of you that somebody's running away from the truth here. Somebody's not telling you everything. Let's see what else I see. Look at this. So I'll put them up here so you can see what I'm spelling. I was also telling you in the X spread, we've got dig, that you had the tower. You got the tower and the moon. If you go back and watch, and I told you, with that moon energy, there's something that you don't know. But you also have the tower, which told me that something could come to light in the month of May. So, if there's something, if you feel like, something was just kind of off, here are the two cards I was talking about, the tower and the moon. It could be that some of you need to do some digging as far as what really happened with your ex. You may not know the full truth. Because, I mean, the combination of both of these cards is telling me just the moon alone, this represents secrets. But the Tower is just like a shocking revelation, and they're both major arcana. They're both right next to each other. Now we've got dig and run. So some of you may have to look really closely, like, you know, what really happened with your ex. You may not know the full truth. You may have to dig for the truth. But again, some of you, like, you just, you know, this could spell somebody's initials. Maybe you had your suspicions of what was going on, and you see that person's initials here. Let's see what else I see. Yeah, nothing's really kind of standing out to me here. But again, if you see something and this really kind of resonates with you, then that is definitely your message. For some of you, it could be that I'm just kind of missing one letter here. Because you've also got this. You've got turn. I mean, someone could definitely be kind of just turning away from you. We had the Four of Swords in the first spread as well. And the Four of Swords is like that energy of like, you know, I need some space, like I need some time away. So that can definitely kind of resonate with that message. It was like somebody, why has someone given you the cold shoulder? Why is this person just turning away from you? They may need some space here. They're, again, just kind of turning away. There could be something that you don't know. I think from the first spread, this was the main energy, the Eight of Wands. There could be surprise communication. This is the same energy as a Tower. Very unexpected communication, perhaps from someone who turned away from you. So again, someone who gave you a cold shoulder. So again, just kind of, you need to just kind of pause the video and just kind of look around to see like, what do these letters mean to you? Okay, Taurus, this has been your love reading for May 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.